Okay, listen up. If you're even thinking about a trip to Colombia in 2026, you need to hear this. The rulebook for getting into the country has completely changed, and everything you thought you knew about arriving in Medellín, well, it's out the window. So let's get into what this new world looks like for travelers. This right here, this is the single most important idea you need to get in your head. Your vacation doesn't start when you get on the plane. It doesn't start with that first beer at the airport bar. No. It officially begins after an immigration officer stamps your passport. Everything, and I mean everything before that moment, is now part of an interview.
For a long time, getting into Colombia was pretty easy, right? Well, those days are over. The country's making a huge shift. They're moving from just reacting to problems to actively preventing them. The goal isn't to deal with trouble after it's arrived, it's to stop it from ever getting past the front door.
So where does this all start? The second you walk into that immigration hall. Do you see that long, winding line? Yeah, that's not just a queue. It's the very first part of your screening, and you are absolutely being watched.
It's the one thing everyone talks about. You get off a long flight, you walk in, and boom, you're hit with this massive line that looks like it hasn't moved in an hour. Your first thought is probably, wow, they must be short-staffed, or this is just super inefficient, right? Well, that's exactly what they want you to think, and it's wrong.
And here's the big reveal. Those long lines, they are 100% intentional. It's a feature, not a bug. That long wait is a calculated part of the process, designed to give immigration officials plenty of time to observe you, to watch how you act, and to start building a profile of you before you even get to the counter.
So what are they actually looking for? Well, they're watching your body language. They're seeing how you handle the stress of waiting. Are you getting angry? Are you being loud and obnoxious, acting like you're already in party mode? Or are you just being patient and calm? From the moment you get in that line, they're building a case, either for you or against you.
And how are they doing all this? The whole place is wired. We're talking high-def cameras everywhere, directional microphones that can zero in on conversations. And, get this, they have plainclothes officers who speak perfect English, and their only job is to walk around and listen to what people are talking about.
So you have to understand this. What you say in that line matters a lot. If you're complaining really loudly, or bragging about all the crazy things you're going to do, or, and this is a big one, joking about something sensitive like drugs, you're not just killing time. You are literally giving them reasons to flag you as a risk. So by the time you finally get to that window, the officer already has an opinion about you.
All right, let's move on to stage 2. You've survived the line, now you're standing face to face with the immigration officer. This is the moment where that profile they've been building about you gets put to the test. This is where your credibility goes on trial.
Now, it's really important to know what they're trying to do here. They are not trying to trick you with clever questions. Their goal is actually super simple. They just want to see if your story is consistent and if it makes sense. Can you just calmly and clearly explain who you are and what you're doing there?
And really, it all comes down to these 4 basic questions. 1, why are you here? Just give a simple answer. Tourism. 2, where are you staying? Have the address ready. Don't guess. 3, how long are you staying? Tell them the exact number of days. 4, when are you leaving? Give them the date on your return ticket. That's it. Simple, direct answers. If you start stumbling over your words, if you can't remember the name of your hotel, or if you don't know your own departure date, that's not a little slip-up anymore. To them, that is a huge red flag. It makes them think one of 2 things. Either you're totally unprepared or you're lying. And your credibility is everything now. Okay, so beyond just your story, let's talk about the instant deal breakers. These are the things that will get you pulled aside for some serious questioning, or just flat-out denied entry right there on the spot.
And this is the absolute #1 fastest way to destroy your trip before it even starts. Do not, under any circumstances, show up drunk, buzzed, or even looking super hungover. I don't care if it's your bachelor party. If you show up in that state, you're sending a clear message that you don't take them or their country seriously. And trust me, they will return the favor.
This chart really breaks down the new thinking. Before, it was kind of a shotgun approach. Random searches, hoping to catch something. Now it's a sniper approach. It's targeted. It's based on intelligence they gather while you're in that line. And it's all about stopping potential problems right at the gate. And they're now working way more closely with international databases, especially from the United States. So this means that certain things in your past are no longer just a conversation starter. They're a hard stop. A history of violent crime, any kind of sexual offense, or even if you had a minor immigration problem in Colombia years ago, that can now be enough for them to just say, nope, you're not coming in.
And don't think you can get clever and just fly into Bogotá or Cartagena to avoid this. This isn't just a Medellín thing. This new, tougher standard is being rolled out across all of Colombia's international airports. So that little loophole you might have been thinking about, yeah, it's closing fast.
Okay, so after hearing all that, you might be a little worried, but you don't have to be. So how do you make sure you get in smoothly? It's actually really, really simple if you're just prepared. So let's run through the playbook. Here it is, your simple checklist for 2026. Number 1, show up sober and looking fresh. 2, just assume you're on camera the whole time, because you are. 3, know your basic travel info like the back of your hand. 4, be polite, be patient, from start to finish. And 5, have your hotel confirmation and your return flight info ready to go. Look, if you're just a normal, respectful tourist, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. This is a breeze.
So, let's bring it all back to this one core idea, one last time. From the moment your feet touch the ground inside that airport, you are in an interview for permission to enter their country. Your vacation begins after you pass. The bottom line is simple. Colombia is raising the bar. The days of just showing up and winging it are gone. So now you have the new rules. You've got the playbook. The only question left is, are you ready for the interview?